Hello, hope you're having a nice evening. I will take you through the current features that we have so far. We have pushed the work from sprint 0 to sprint 4. And we can actually go through it. So the system should actually check for users who are actually with legit emails, but that will work fully once we have the email services connected. So we'll have to pay for an email service and then connect it to the system. But so far a user can actually log in and they get to see their dashboard. So currently the homepage is a bit empty. That will build up once we reach other sprints, but you get to see all your properties. So we have, let's say, Alpha 1, which is a specific building, and then a money block, which is another building. You get to see the specific address, the location, the country, and the date you created it. So the other functionality is basically adding the apartments or the buildings to your system. So maybe we can have one address being there, then say Mbakasi East or something. Then you create a property. The property comes saved into your database, so you get to see all your property, and also the drop down automatically picks this. So the other thing will be units. So you get to see all the units specifically for each selected property. So for Alpha 1 we have currently 2, then they are both occupied. We have a money block, also we have 2, then the one we have created. So we can add units, so for specific property, so we select Havana 1, and then the naming system that you have, so AH maybe 01, monthly rent being say 10,000, then where it is or a deeper description that you can have, so the number of bedrooms, the number of bathrooms that you're going to get, then the space of each house, so in square meters, and then you get to create your property. So you get to see it's going to be vacant, and then all vacant units for Havana 1. For Alpha 1 they're all occupied, and then for money block all occupied, and you get to see the tenants information. So the other thing, you get to see all your tenants with their number, their email, and then their ID. You can also add a tenant. So let's say we add a new tenant, we get their number, their email, their ID, then you can add an emergency contact. You add a tenant to your specific database. So you get to see notices and evictions. The feature is not yet fully implemented, but it's going to be there. It's not in the scope of 0 to sprint 4, but it's coming. So we get to see all the leases by block or by apartment. So a money block we get to see, and then this one has no lease, so we can add a lease. So the current units that are in that building, and then we select a tenant. We created this one, then the day they entered the building, and you can also select an end date, maybe after a specific amount of time, and then the rent is automatic since it's collected from the set rent while you are creating the apartment and unit. So for the security deposit you can also add that, and then billing of the apartment is collected or done by the first month. So you create that, and then you get to see all the active leases here. So when we get back to all the units. So Havana 1 is currently occupied by this tenant. So all the active leases, similarly, they are picked by the drop down also. It changes. So for rent, you see we haven't collected rent for this specific tenant, but the functionality works in a way that you generate specific rent, and then the tenant should pay. So you come here, select their payment, and then the amount they have paid, mode of payment, and then you can have the recording of the statement itself, and then you just add the record, then the record goes there. Then all the tenants that you have active, and then payment history, we get to see that the payment has been made, so the status is paid. We also get to see all the payment history done for this specific day. So there's that. We also have adding teams, so you can have a specific team member, and then you can add them as tenant, finance, or property manager, ideally property manager or the finance side. So we're going to select that, then we send an invite. You see invitation sent to Mama. The invitation will be pending. You get to see what role they play. Once the email services work, they will get to see the invitation in their email, and then interact with it and actually get to log in into the system itself. So that's what we have so far, and the system is currently fully responsive. So this is how it would look in a mobile view. You also get to see a drop down. It also takes you to all the specific routes that you have. So all the information is neatly displayed in a responsive manner. So that's what we have so far, and we are currently moving forward with sprint 5 and the other sprints. Thank you.